When people think of making a great cup of coffee, they usually focus on just one thing, the beans. But in reality, great coffee depends on a few key things working together. And in traditional espresso culture, especially in Italy, there's a famous idea called the 4 M's of coffee. So, what are they? The 4 M's are miscela, macinazione, macina, and mano. That may sound fancy, but don't worry. They're actually very simple. And once you understand them, you'll know exactly why some coffee tastes amazing and some tastes disappointing. The first M is miscela, which means the blend. This is the coffee itself, the beans you're using. If the beans are poor quality, stale, or badly roasted, the final cup is already in trouble. Good coffee starts with good beans. This doesn't mean you need the most expensive coffee in the world. It just means your beans should be fresh, well roasted, and suited to the kind of coffee you want to make. Some blends are designed to taste chocolatey and rich, while others are more fruity or bright. So the first rule is simple. Better beans usually mean better coffee. The second M is macinazione, which means the grind. And honestly, this is where a lot of people go wrong. Coffee that's ground too fine can taste bitter and harsh. Coffee that's too coarse can taste weak and watery. The grind size controls how quickly water pulls flavor out of the coffee. That's why espresso needs a very fine grind, while French press needs a much coarser one. Even amazing beans can taste bad if the grind is wrong. So if your coffee tastes off, sometimes the beans aren't the problem. The grind is. The third M is macchina, which means the machine. In espresso, the machine matters a lot because it controls things like water temperature, pressure, and consistency. If the machine isn't working properly, your coffee may come out too weak, too sour, or just plain strange. But even outside espresso, this still matters. Your coffee maker, pour-over setup, mocha pot, or French press all affect the final taste. The tool you use changes how the coffee is extracted. So yes, your machine or brewing method really does matter more than people think. And finally, the fourth M is mano, which means the hand. This is the person making the coffee, and this part is often the most overlooked. Because even with great beans, the right grind, and a good machine, someone still has to use everything properly. That means using the right amount of coffee, the right timing, the right technique, and paying attention. This is why two people can use the exact same equipment and still make two very different cups of coffee. In other words, coffee is part science, part skill. So when you put it all together, the 4 M's of coffee are really a simple reminder that great coffee doesn't come from just one thing. It comes from good beans, the right grind, the right machine, and the right hands. And if even one of those is off, the cup can suffer. So the next time your coffee doesn't taste as good as you hoped, don't just blame the beans. Ask yourself, was it the grind, the machine, or maybe just the way it was made? Because once you understand the 4 M's, you start understanding coffee on a whole new level. And honestly, that's when making coffee gets a lot more fun. If you enjoyed this video, check out the links for some cool coffee products in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple coffee guides.